Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon, May 2019 by Ama. For this reading for you, I have four cards. I will give you the general feeling first, and then I will break it down one by one. As always, I say the meaning of the card first, and then I tune in to hear my guides why that card showed up for you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and remember to turn on the notification bell. For those of you who would like to know more, I have already done a whole new reading for you, an Akashic reading, for download and purchase through Vimeo.com. And for those of you who are interested, the link for that is down here below in the show more description box. If you'd like to have a private personal consultation, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, and don't forget to check out my website www.amalightworker.com. So allow me now to focus on this reading for you. The general feeling that I am picking up for you, Leos, has to deal with having the courage and the determination that it takes for you to overcome a situation, maybe in regards to a legal situation or a settlement, receiving useful news and information. Maybe you have been waiting for this news or information to arrive, having to make some changes so that you can have a different result, because if you keep doing the same thing, you are going to get the same results, and there's a certain sense of you accomplishing a major success. Now, let me break things down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up for you is the Strength, or as I like to call this card, the Courage card. The meaning of the card is having physical and mental strength over adversity, over the material world, having the inner courage to reach a goal and to get your power back. It is about reaching not only just your goal, but also reaching a settlement, overcoming a legal situation, or over your income. You are going to be asked to showcase your talent, your work, to showcase a project that you may be working on, to do a presentation. You may be asked to do a performance if you are a performer. So you're going to be asked to showcase your talent, your skill, or your ability. You are going to have your turn to speak up for yourself. You are going to have your turn to defend your actions, to defend your beliefs. You are going to be given your chance so you can speak your truth from your point of view. For some of you, you had to work very hard to get to this point. You had to overcome a lot of your inner fears, inner anxieties. You had to overcome a lot of your inner demons. Do not allow success to be taken away from you now in the last final hours. You have to be persistent, but at the same time, you cannot insist on things over which you have already argued, you already had your chance to defend yourself. It is now time to maybe adopt a slightly different approach. There's going to be, in some circumstances, there's going to be paperwork involved, applications. For other ones, this could be about collaborations with other people, maybe people who to credit for your work, and what are you going to do to resolve that. So proper credit can be given to you if you have lost legal rights or an insurance, okay, benefits of an insurance. It feels like you need to fill out paperwork, you need to direct it with the proper offices, department, a government branch or a government department if this is the case. And you need to closely work with someone who has the power to represent you or to defend you, a lawyer, an attorney, if it is about finances, maybe an accountant, or it feels that you may have to also work with somebody who's going to represent you in some ways, or with somebody who's going to have your back. You may not be aware of this, but there are going to be people who are going to show up to uh, there are going to show up to have your back, okay, in some ways. Pay attention to any pain, aches, or discomfort in your body, particularly anything that has to deal with your teeth, dental work, your jaw. I keep getting from the neck and up. Whatever is the case, don't try to deal with it on your own or try to avoid getting a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment. There's a certain sense that do not try to ignore the signs or the symptoms of your body. If your body is aching or is discomfort in some way, address that with a proper healthcare practitioner. But the first sensation that I got, it had to deal with your teeth. You may feel like you are all alone because, as I said, you are not aware of other people who are trying to defend you, who are trying to speak good on your behalf. But at the same time, you are going to have your moment of clarity when you are going to understand and realize what is it that you may be doing differently because maybe part of that also has to deal with how you are handling this whole thing. As I said, it may has to deal with injustice in the workplace. It may has to deal with a legal situation, could be about a divorce or a settlement. So choose your battles wisely, but approach it in a different way. You have to be calm for you to think clearly so that this success can be yours, or whatever success you need to achieve right now in a legal situation. For some of you, could be about a lawsuit, things that you qualify, maybe a worker compensation. There could be some kind of an ongoing situation. You're going to approach it with a different perspective, with a different attitude. And there's a situation. So in these kind of legal cases, I get the feeling that you are going to be making headways. You're going to be moving forward. The next card that you have is the Ace of Wands. To me, it means new passion, new love, new journey in life. Sometimes to me, it also represents childbirth. And generally speaking, for the purpose of this general reading, I'm also going to say that it means a good news suddenly finds you, or information that you have been waiting for that is going to help you to change the situation. You are going to have a lot of communications all of a sudden. People who suddenly want to talk to you, communicate with you. There's going to be a lot of emails, texts, back and forth. It feels like you're going to be at the center of attention, either because whatever is happening to you, you may be at the center of attention in some kind of an event that you may be attending. Whatever help you need right now, whatever push from the universe you need right now, this is exactly that. It feels to me like God is lending you a helping hand. God is lending you help. Help may be showing up, as I said, through good news, through useful information, or sudden turning of events. You have to be very aware of your communication. You have to be very aware of how you are choosing your words, how you are delivering that information. You have to be very careful with any materials, documents where you have to make a statement, you have to declare something, maybe declaring your income, anything that you may be agreeing to do, anything where it may be required for you to sign. Anything that may be transpiring at this time is going to be finalized. So if you are dealing with a court case, that could be the end of it. It's going to be done, it's going to be signed, sealed, delivered. This is it. If you are dealing with a contract, negotiations of some kind, contracts, whatever you agree, you sign, this is it. There's also a sense of networking, running ads. Somebody may be advertising in your behalf. You may be advertising on behalf of the company that you work for. You are going to be connected with new people. New people are going to enter your life. A lot of them could be new co-workers. Or it is about you expanding your network groups, how you network. There's a sense of a new acquaintance that some of you could feel this very strong sexual tension between the two of you, but you are going to wait and see where this is going to lead. Please excuse the noise outside. So again, please excuse the noise outside. How events are going to turn out, finalize, is going to take you by surprise because maybe in your mind you picture things to be differently. There is success here involved, but maybe it's going to be a different kind of success, or success will happen in a different way. The next card that you have is the Judgment card. To me, it means what is a proclamation? What do we think about this? If you keep doing the same course of action all the time, of course you're going to get the same results. Therefore, you need to figure out where change is necessary in this course of action so you can have a different outcome. It also means every time you get this card, it also means improvement. Okay, there's going to be improvement in your current situation. It represents, again, sorry, Leo, for all of this noise. It represents new personal relationships, new business venture, new partnerships, beneficial help, improved condition, changes in habit, or changes in purpose. So there's a lot of new things happening, getting news or information that is going to help to improve the situation. Some of you may be praying. It feels like whatever you are going to be praying for, wishing for, is going to materialize. For some of you, you may be praying for a quick solution. Other ones may be praying for love. You may be praying to find a love match. Or you could be working with the law of manifestation. You may be doing mantras, you may be doing affirmations. Some of you are still looking to find the meaning of everything, to find the spiritual meaning of everything. You may still trying to find your purpose. You have definitely reached a new level of your purpose. Now that you finish this gigantic chapter, it's time for you now to discover what is next, because also the higher purpose of your soul happens in stages. Okay, not everything is one straight line, clean cut. Some of you may be consulting somebody so they can tell you the meaning of your dreams. You may be consulting with a psychologist. You may be consulting with lawyers. You could be talking to a good friend and getting an opinion from them. You are going to feel like and the energy is shifting something or someone is intervening to to give you some kind of a solution. For other Leos, a family circumstance is going to be at the center of everything. If you are someone that for some reason you had to deal with some kind of a flooding, I'm drawing to the picture here, some kind of a disaster that maybe affected your home, some kind of disaster that affected your family, maybe you had to deal with a death situation, and you had to deal with the aftermath of it all. Now the aftermath will be coming to an end. The aftermath of flooding, if you dealt with flooding or some other kind of natural disaster or fire or either grieving. Many of you are going to get the closure that you have been so forward looking for. Could be emotional closure due to a divorce or a breakup, due to grieving. I get the sense that a lot of closures will be taking place because you are going to be more open toward these closures. Some of you could receive some kind of a nomination. You may be nominated for an award. You may be nominated for a job. You may be nominated to get a promotion. You may be nominated to get a title. If you deal with politics, you may be nominated for office. Okay, you may be thinking about officially applying for some kind of a candidacy, but I also get things around a PhD that you may be receiving some kind of a sudden news around a higher degree like PhD, and I get the sense that some of you could be here, could be waiting to hear the results of something. You may be waiting to hear what the courts decide. You may be waiting to hear news from state officials, news from colleges and professors, news from family. There could be some kind of a childbirth news or news about a child, celebrating a child or the birth of a child. And the next card that you have is success. Okay, what great card for you to have, Leo. For some of you, this symbolizes the beginning of some kind of an enterprise, some kind of an entrepreneurial entrepreneurial business action that may not prove to be successful right away, and you need to be willing to work at it to make it successful. But you are going to have some kind of indicator, okay, to tell you that luck is on your side and this is the right thing to do. For other ones, the success that you are feeling is because you are breaking free and now you are free to fly. Okay, you are free to make it on your own. You are free to be the master of yourself, the master of your life, the master of your destiny. Because maybe you had to deal with situations where you felt trapped. Okay, and now you are breaking free from all of that. You are going to feel uplifted. I get that even though all of this is happening, you are also going to be attending events and socializing with people that there's going to be a lot of laughter. So the sense that I get of this success is a success that allows you to be you, is a success that allows you to feel free, to fly free. You are flying, you are singing, okay, you are flying high. So to be master of your own happiness. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do comment down here below. If you'd like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new reading for your sign. It is an Akashic reading with more advice and predictions coming for you from the Akashic records. And if you are interested for download and purchase, again, the link is posted down here below in the show more description box. Contact me for a private reading, www.amalightworker.com, and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will connect with you next time. Bye, Leo.